Alright, welcome back everyone to some more F1 Manager 2022. It's time to head into the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's nearly the end of the season, of course. We got two races left. This one, the Brazilian Grand Prix, and then the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to round out the season. Of course, if you guys are not caught up to date with the series, we've secured the Drivers' Championship with Charles Leclerc, and we also secured the Constructors. So we are heading into this one already, both titles in our hands. So hopefully we can have a good one to keep the streak going. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. 66.6% of you are not subscribed at this time. The devil's number, my goodness. So let's move away from that, and please do consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot and also keep you in the loop with the content I'm making on here. Also check out the community tab on the regular so that you're notified when I go live. I will be live streaming here and there, and hopefully you can join me in one of the F1 22 sessions. Take care guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so we got a bunch of components, extra components with us, and then the ATR period starts today. So you know what that means. It is time to invest heavily in our research for next season. So new project research, we got side pods and chassis getting impacted, so we're gonna dump a good couple hours here. I'm gonna dump a little more into the chassis because I think we've done a couple for the suspension right now, so I'm gonna go a little heavier on this one. Drag reduction needs help, airflow needs a little more help, engine cooling not so much, so we're gonna do that. Continue and put a maximum number of engineers on that one. And of course we got to go to side pods. Actually, I'm sorry, I think I just said suspension. It's actually side pods, so let's dump all the remaining hours into this one to try and keep the car in its good shape for as long as we can. Invest heavily into the components that will get affected, and then go a little less on engine cooling because it's not going to get affected as much, and put the maximum number of engineers on it. Thank you very much. All right, with that, we are ready for the penultimate Grand Prix of the season. So let's just dump all our guarantees in and get going here then. It's time for Sao Paulo. Let's go. Oh dear.
It's a balance check when you can.
We got a bad setup confidence for Leclerc, and I think Duan also might give us a bad, I don't know, but we'll see. Oh. Okay, so everything's bad, but except for oversteer. Okay. Let's see what Duan gives us. A 38%, but optimal oversteer. Interesting. So we were able to find it. That's good. All right, good session overall. I didn't want to show you guys every single change that I make to the setup. If you guys do, let me know, but I'm going to keep it succinct and simple for the video. Leclerc in P3, Jack Duan in P6 by the end of the session. Hamilton and Schumacher taking penalties this weekend. All right. Ooh, there's been a crash in FP2. Crash in FP2. VSC deployed. Let's take a look in a moment about what happened here. Oh, it looks like Ricardo's off. Ricardo has had a huge shunt. I'm gonna put Gasly on the hards. Take this opportunity to switch. There we go.
We can take a look now.
What happened? Danny Ricciardo. Oh, he locked up and went straight on in the center chicane. Oh, and got a shunt there. Ouch. Unlucky, mate. Oh, there's a huge car crash apparently. Multiple cars crash. I see a Mercedes and a Haas off. Ignore. We're just gonna leave them out there.
Looks like quite a big accident, yeah.
It's a huge accident apparently. Let's see what happened here.
Let's take a closer look.
A Mercedes and a Haas were off. Ooh. It's a three-way battle going on during practice. Ooh, got clipped by the Haas. Ooh. Ouch. And with the virtual safety car, the session ends. Max Verstappen a 10th faster than Charles Leclerc in that session. Magnussen is taking a penalty probably because he clipped the Mercedes of, I think, George Russell? I think so. But we'll see. Gasly down in P13 on the hards. Let's move on to the final round of practice. Alright, we got an optimal setup for Gasly. Let me see if that is actually a decent setup. 97. We're very close then. We just need to move the toe out a bit, I think. Alright, optimal for Leclerc as well. This is a good sign. We are hitting the optimal setup reach. Okay, he's 100%. That's absolutely optimal indeed. think I'll send him out on the softs for a couple runs and that's it. And with that, we are done with practice. Gasly and Leclerc P2, P3 for the 2 Alpine drivers. That's good. Magnussen, Hamilton, and Schumacher on penalties. That much we knew. Time to head into qualifying then. All right, we've got rain in 2 minutes time now. We got rain coming in just a moment, I think. I don't know. It doesn't show here apparently, but it does show on the side here, as you guys see right now. So we need to do our soft runs now. It seems like Gasly put a 107.9, Leclerc put a 107.7, 2/10 of a difference here, which is quite large. Might have been, did we get impeded? I don't think so. Gasly and Leclerc are doing clean laps right now. Strange. Not sure where Gasly lost time, but let's see if the rain comes. The rain did arrive, in fact. You can see here 85%, and then also it's a wet track, 4.2 millimeters. But this is weird. What is wrong with this? The prediction is completely wrong. I think I have maximum weather facilities, weather center, and it's telling me the wrong details here. Very strange indeed. It does not match with the on-track condition. Oh, there's been a car crash in qualifying. There's been a car crash. Who is that? Who's out? Huh. I don't see anyone.
Sounds like a few cars
Ooh.
have crashed. Let's
It's a
take look at
Mercedes
the
involved.
replay. Now, just watch the
Oh.
Mercedes here.
What happened here? Oh, the Mercedes spun out and
Goodness
took
me,
out the
that is
Aston
a
Martin as
serious
well.
collision.
Oh. The wet weather really coming to bite people here. Another one. There's been another crash. What's going on here? Please tell me it's a big crash. Oh,
Sounds
there's
like
an
there's
Aston
been
Martin off
contact.
as well.
Here's the replay. Now just take a look at the McLaren.
Let's see. McLaren and Mercedes.
That's the contact
Ooh,
there. Oh,
small
there's
little
chaos
crash
on the
there.
track.
Got a little thumbnail photos there, but another crash. Chaotic qualifying. So yeah, we did our laps on soft, so we were miles faster than everyone doing laps on the wets. Vettel as well, who followed us for the soft runs, is down here in P3. Quite impressive. Knocked out our Bottas, Schumacher, Sainz, Stroll, and Albon. Sainz is an interesting one here in the Ferrari, failing to get out of the back 5. So that's interesting to see. Valtteri Bottas also on a penalty now. I think that crash was what gave him a penalty here. So let's move on to the next round. All right, rain is imminent yet again. We have rain expected in 3 minutes time. So we're out on the used softs. 108.1 for Gasly. Leclerc sets a 6,000th of a second slower lap here. Not bad on the used softs. So we should be fine considering the rain's going to come in 3 minutes and we only see 3 cars out right now on the soft tires. And they may get their laps impeded because the rain might come. And just like that, another session over. It was raining for the rest of the session, so we were able to set a decent lap time on the used softs. Piastri and Russell beat us across the line because of, I guess they used fresher tires. Knocked out are Latifi, Magnussen, Vettel, Zhou, and Alonso. Interesting how Vettel didn't go out early this time, so he's out. But let's move on to the final round. All right, this time there is no threat of rain, so it's going to be raw, dry weather pace. We're out in the worn softs from Q1 and Q2. We are a little slower than Daniel Ricciardo, 1/10 off the pace, so it's not bad. We're still in the 108s, but in the high 108s. Tire deck is quite bad around here, just to remind you. That's why we're a little slow on the used tires. So we're going to put on the fresh ones and see how fast we really are on fresh tires, and hopefully a very, very well evolved track. All right, this is it then. It's the final lap of the session. Qualifying is over. Checkered flag is out. Fresh softs 108.0 by the looks of it. That only gives us P2 with Leclerc. Gasly's making us run here. Purple sector 2. It's a 107.9. Goes pole. Gasly goes pole and puts his car at the front of the grid. Pole position for Gasly. That's a huge point from him. Marvelous showing from Gasly to pip it at the end by, what is it, 3,000th of a second? Wow. 33,000th or 300ths of a second, or 33,000th ahead of Max Verstappen. Leclerc in P3, which is a great position to be in. Red Bull really struggling with the second driver, Perez, who's down in P8, but splendid starting position. Let's see what we can do from this advantage.
The time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
If qualifying is anything to go by, Alpine are set to have a fabulous race here. Let's see if they can keep it up. This weekend, Red Bull displayed real promise during qualifying, but will they fulfill that potential by the time they reach the checkered flag? And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
And when it comes down to it, there's simply no telling what will happen here in the ups and downs of Sao Paolo.
And here we go. It's time to jump into the race itself. No rain expected, only for qualifying. So let's see. This is going to be interesting. Oh yeah, also an update. Gasly has a 97% confidence. Leclerc has an 100% confidence. All right, we're going for an interesting strategy call here today. We're going to start on the softs. The softs are not going to be great, but I'm hoping that they'll survive for as long as they can. And hopefully we can move on to the hards immediately and then end on the medium. So this is going to be an overlapping strategy to on the most part, but I think I'm going to bring Gasly in a little earlier because he does have the benefit. He has the advantage over Verstappen right now, so we'll see how well he performs from the start. So we're going to push at the early stages, try to build a gap, and then move on to the other tires. Now, if there is a safety car, there may be an opportunity that we jump onto another set of mediums. It might be a possibility that we can explore. But yeah, that's kind of like my basic idea. The medium strat doesn't work. Medium hard is also a nice strat, but it's almost identical as a soft hard medium. So we're going to play a little risky today, mainly because we already secured everything. So let's head on in, see how well this strategy works for both drivers.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever is electric. There we have Pierre Gasly. He won today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that position. Leclerc there, down the grid. Starting in third place, they're in a really good position for this race. And we're just moments away now.
And let's go. It's time for the race. Sao Paolo Grand Prix, lights out, and away we go. Bunch of people on the mediums by the looks of it, and a couple on the softs. Ooh, Sainz risking it with the soft tire. Already gaining an advantage over Verstappen. Leclerc gets past Verstappen with ease around the Senna chicane. And there we go. We have a 1-2 on our hands. Something that we can manage quite well, I think. So we'll keep an eye on both cars. We need to try and build a gap here. Yellow flag. Sector 2 yellow flag. Someone might be off here. Oh, it's Aston Martin. Multiple cars crashed. Aston Martin going slowly there. Are we building a gap to Verstappen? Let's take a look at the chaos of lap 1. Okay, AlphaTauri. Oh, collision. They touched, Martin. They touched. Yikes. Oh, that's front wing gone. Unlucky for the two drivers, but it's going to be okay. Let's see. We are building a gap on Verstappen. As soon as we get a decent gap, we'll drop these guys on standard. I think we can.
Just look after this tyre set though.
So we're going to look after these until our pit stop around lap 15 to 17. That's my pit window, essentially. So I think I'm going to bring Gasly in around lap 16 and then Leclerc a lap afterwards in lap 17. It depends on whoever crosses the line first, though. Whoever's in front. Oh, no! Gasly locked up. Gasly locked up, ladies and gents. Gasly locked up. Darn. Good thing he didn't crash out, though. Ooh, that's not ideal indeed. Well, he did damage his tires a little with that. I didn't even tell him to push. He's only pushing on fuel, which doesn't cause any tire heating issues. You see, his tires are fine. Leclerc's tires are heating a little bit as well, but he's fine on the most part. Well, he's gonna have to fend for himself then. So the strategy gap has now increased a little, so it does open up a potential opportunity for us to double stack here. Might be an option, but we need to see. All right, Leclerc is losing grip to these guys, so I'm gonna go onto the hards right now, pit him now. I think I'm gonna do the same for Gasly. We're gonna double stack down at Alpine. We do have the gap, I think, between the two cars, so here we go. Let's see. We're double stacking down at Alpine. No one's in the pits right now, so we do have the advantage. Okay, Leclerc's out after 2.3 seconds. That's good. Gasly's going to come in now. Easy pickings. Clean. 2.2. You love to see it. All right, both cars are out again. Leclerc down in P9. Might get... Yeah, he's in clean air ahead of this group, I think. Yep. So that's good. Gasly's going to be right behind towards the back end of the field. Yep. He's got some clean air to work with as well, so no big deal. Everyone else still needs to do 2 more stops as well, so this is going to be an interesting evolution of strategy and of driving ability here. Let's see. Oh, Gasly sets the fastest lap on the hards. Okay, this is good news. It means the hards are much better. So yeah, that was the thing. I noticed from practice that the softs were dying off real fast and were struggling to maintain grip and tire temps. So it is good that we opted for the harder compounds towards the end, because that gives us a higher chance of getting that extra fastest lap point and the benefit of pushing on these other cars, because we are on the more resilient tire. So let's push towards the end and see if we can, you know, get the advantage of the undercut. Leclerc gets the fastest lap with a bunch of cars pitting right now for the hard tire. I think a bunch of teams have noticed that we are being fast, so they're putting on some hard tires here. I saw mediums on for one of them. But yeah, a lot of teams are opting for the hards right now because they saw what we were doing. Our fastest laps are really counting now. Oh, there's been a crash. Safety cars. Safety cars. Safety cars out. Safety care. So let's go everything on the bare minimum here. Safety cars deployed. We're not going to pit these guys because I don't see a need to. We still have some decent tires. All we need to do is save fuel and ERS. Hamilton is out, I think. We'll see.
Lewis Hamilton involved in this one.
He locked up and was straight on, didn't he? Just like Daniel Ricciardo from free practice.
Thank goodness
Yep.
nobody else was involved.
Oh, is that a retirement or is that just a crash? Let's see. Hamilton's out. Retired. He is retired out of the race. Okay, so we have a safety car, full-blown safety car. All right, it's time to go racing once more. Safety car is in. Verstappen is just up ahead now. He did have a small little gap before the safety car, so now we can go aggressive and push again and try to get past a bunch of cars here, essentially. We want to rebuild our advantage at the front. Verstappen leaving it till very late. Gasly in P5 as well, so this is an opportunity for us to build our 1-2 once more. So off we go. Leclerc is pushing on Verstappen. Come on. Oh, there's a multiple cars crashed. Multiple cars crashed. Is that another safety car? Okay, Piastri spun for a moment. Is that the crash? Okay, Oz crash, Piastri back at it again. He spun. Alright, so it's not the crash, but let's see. There's a crash somewhere. Leclerc is very close to Verstappen. Okay, there's a crash there. What happened here? It's a Haas and Alpha Tauri. Oh, side by side once more, just like the lap 1 incidents there. Ow. Well, put these two cars together and then you have a full wing. But unlucky. Oh no, Gasly locked up once more. This guy, man, seriously. What's going on?
They're forced wide, and there we can see them slide off.
What is he doing? I don't know. Right, so because Gasly's so far behind, I'm gonna pit him a lap early. We're gonna put the mediums on for him this lap. Leclerc's gonna go an additional lap here. We're gonna tell him to push a little. We need Gasly to deploy and push as well. Yeah, it's not looking good for Gasly, but for Leclerc, I think we can't drain the battery. It's gonna cause us problems. But Gasly's in then. Let's see. Can the pit crew give him a good stop? He's pitting a lap early. Let's tell Leclerc to deploy a bit. And 2.3. Nice. Nicely done. Gonna tell Leclerc to push. Where does Gasly release? I think just behind Bottas, probably. Let's see. Yep, just behind Bottas there. Alright. Just go to neutral and give it all you got. For Leclerc, he is pitting this lap for the mediums. Let's pit this lap.
So we'll box at the end of this lap.
Let's bring him down to balance and just tell him to keep pushing. Leclerc, you need to push until... Because we need to make sure that we stand in front of Verstappen. We're not going to. He's going to be ahead of us. Okay, in comes Charles Leclerc. Moment of truth. I hope for a 2.2 pit stop maybe. Can we do it? Nice, 2.3, I'll take it. Competitor spun. Sector 2 yellow flag. Sector 2 yellow flag. Did that bother Max Verstappen? I don't know. Ah, it didn't. He's still ahead. But that's fine. Let's keep pushing here. Leclerc out. Let's reduce his ERS to normal. Let's keep pushing then. Ooh, competitor crash. Competitor crash. Competitor crash. Gasly's currently sitting P3, 12 seconds behind. Fastest lap for Leclerc. Just as the yellow flag started waving. Latifi's out. Go Tifi, giving us a gift.
We're watching Nicholas Latifi.
What happened here? Locked up and went straight on, just like Lewis Hamilton, but not a full retirement by the looks of it. Ouch. Well, is that a full retirement? No, it's not. Latifi has a penalty, I think, to his name. Interesting. Alright, Gasly. Try to survive. Oh, no! Gasly crashed. Gasly crashed. Russell's out as well. I think Russell just hit us. What happened? Did we crash into Russell or did Russell crash? Russell crashed into us. He locked up, took us out. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The Mercedes took us out.
And the team had such...
Oh, that's a shame. That's a huge shame. It's a safety car. Okay, hold on. I am tempted to try and put on a set of soft tires on for Leclerc. Hold on. We gotta pause and see how long we lasted. Okay, 10 laps would be fine. Totally fine on the softs. So we are gonna put on the softs, fresh softs, because we do have a gap to Verstappen and a safety car. So we are going to pit him this lap. I have a feeling Verstappen is going to pit as well. If he doesn't, it's a bit of a stupid move from them. Terminal damage for Gasly. That's a shame. Alright, is Verstappen coming in too? No, he's not. He's staying out on the used hards. We're gonna risk it with the softs. Look at that. He's on 55% used hards. I'm still gonna be ahead of Norris. Come out on fresh softs. We are gonna have the advantage. This is like Abu Dhabi all over again, where Verstappen got the fresh softs and Hamilton did not on the used hards in that race as well. So we are playing the Uno reverse card with Leclerc this time. Thankfully, this time lapped cars are gonna overtake, so that's good news. We're gonna get a bunch of these Haas and AlphaTauri cars out of the way, I think. If they can get past Max Verstappen, just come on, overtake, 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 overtake. Good. Now we're right behind Max Verstappen. This is what we like to see. Alright, safety car is in this lap, so it's time to go ultra aggressive on the fresh soft tires and deploy everything we've got in our arsenal. Max Verstappen going crazy with the weaving here. Might crash out himself. I don't know. Oh, I thought he was going to pit. I was like, that would be super stupid if he did. Russell did get a penalty, by the way, for crashing into us. So, off we go. With Gasly, with Leclerc versus Verstappen. Let's try to get him on the fresh softs. We should have the pace. Come on. Easy dubs, man. Come on.
And 3 laps remaining.
Come on. 3 laps. It's a sprint race. Come on, boy. Let's see. Can he get him? Come on. Stay right on his tail. Tire severely overheating. Alright, I'll bring it down to standard there. Ah, didn't get him. Maybe past Jun Sao. Into Jun Sao, maybe. Late braking, and he gets him. Surely. Nice. No DRS yet, of course, so we're gonna enjoy running on the softs, the fresh softs. Suck it, mate. See ya, Max Verstappen. Let's try to build a gap. And there we go. We got a 2-second gap to Verstappen, who of course is on the hards. So see ya. Bye. There we go.
So one more lap.
One more lap. So we're gonna go neutral on the ERS. We can go aggressive on the fuel. But yeah, our tires are looking good, of course, because they're fresh. Overheating a little bit on the right, but maintaining temp. So easy dubs. You love to see it. Unlucky about Gasly though. He was doing well, trying to claw himself back up to the podium, and then Russell took us out. That is a bit cheap of a penalty, but competitor locked up. Someone locked up. It seems like there's a Williams. Lance Stroll is back of the grid. He just locked up and fumbled the points finish, I think. I don't know. Let's see. Who was he ahead of? So there was an Aston Martin ahead of him. And I think there was an AlphaTauri behind him. So where's the Aston Martin at? If it was Zhou, then no. But if it was Albon, then yes. I think he was actually P14, P13, so P14. Unlucky, mate. But Leclerc is able to secure the title, or he already did, but secures the victory here in Brazil, in Sao Paolo, with a marvelous finish. Great strategy call from myself to put him on the fresh softs, and there we go. Victory. Victory.
Let's go!
Yes.
Absolutely. Just first.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Beautiful.
Charles Leclerc there, taking home
So
the win.
clear of everyone else. Look at this
Honestly,
M2 tarmac
even
here,
their
man.
harshest critic would be
Look at the
hard-pressed
gap.
to say that they didn't thoroughly deserve that win.
Absolute dominance from Alpine this season, and it really shows this race weekend as well. Beautiful. You're welcome, Leclerc. You got a great strategist on your side this time, not like Mattia Binotto and his clowns. So this is what you get when you get a decent race engineer, decent strategist, and a decent team principal. Let's go.
Well, this was definitely Charles Leclerc's weekend. A truly well-earned podium here, and a dream come true for everyone involved. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. But there we have all three drivers that are taking home the silverware, along with the most valuable points. I imagine everyone at Alpine will be very satisfied with their performance today.
Not bad at all. The team in the pits will be happy with that.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Formula One has almost reached its conclusion this year. Meet us next time in Abu Dhabi, between the desert and the sea, for an enthralling finale.
And there we have it. I mean, the season is already over, but yeah, we will continue on to Abu Dhabi to see what happens on the dunes of the Arab world there. Leclerc, Verstappen, and Norris on the podium, as we saw. Norris looking a little more tan than usual. I guess he played a little too much golf in his free time. Ricardo, Bottas, Perez, Ocon, Piastri, Albon, and Sainz in the points. Alonso, Magnussen, Zhou, Vettel, Schumacher, Stroll, and Latifi round out the finishers, with Russell, Gasly, and Hamilton rounding out the DNFs. of the race today. Another 26 points added to the name of Charles Leclerc, but this is a worry. Verstappen overtakes Gasly on the driver's standing. So Gasly, we really need to help him out here. 3 points gap between the two drivers. So we'll have to try and figure out a way to help Gasly get P2 yet again. This is just like the 2022 season all over again. Trying to get Gasly back up into P2 so that we get runners up as well for the team. Constructor standings wise, we're so far ahead that even Boeing 747 is here. That's how far we are. Jumbo Jet ways ahead of Red Bull. So we'll take that. McLaren overtaking AlphaTauri for P5 right now. So that's quite an interesting revelation. Good amount of XP for our drivers here. Of course, Gasly did miss out on a couple because of his crash, but that's unfortunate for him. 3.7 mil made, 4.8 mil in sponsorship bonuses, and 1.05 mil given out in bonuses. So I'll take that.